so you can control distance. So that's the first variable, is how far is the sand going. So if I want to go a little bit longer here, I'm going to set up and I'm going to have the sand go a little further out of the sand bunker. And I'm going to send the ball up close to that far flag. Now, there is one more variable to this that we haven't talked about yet. And yes, I said you don't need to open up the club face in the sand bunker, but you can. Full disclosure, I do. And if you look at a bunch of tour pros, they are opening up their club face as well. Because what does opening up the club face do? Opening up the club face adds loft. Well, adding loft takes away distance. So what you can do by opening up the club face, I'm going to aim to the shorter flag now, is by opening up the club face a little bit, you can just set up like this, twist the club in your hands, make sure that the club face is pretty much pointed at where you want the ball to start. I'm not really big on having the club face point way over here if I'm trying to go to this flag, because a lot of manipulations need to be made through the hitting area. So I like to have the club face, yes, a little bit open, maybe at the target where I'm aiming, or a little bit right of it's okay. And then my body lines up a little bit more to the left. So you'll see here is if my target line is down here, my feet line is just a little bit left of that. And what that's going to do is going to do two things. Number one, yes, adding loft so that you can make a little bit more of an aggressive swing. Why is this important? Because in a sand bunker, you want the club to get up to here so that it's nice and light, so you can swing through and hit the sand in the right place. If I want to go a lot shorter of a distance here, and I bring the club back really short like this, the club's going to come in really shallow, and it's going to skip off the sand potentially into the back of the ball, sending it into the lip or across the putting green. So you have to give yourself enough loft to be able to let the club come up high enough that you can swing and down and hit close enough to the back of the ball. And when you do this, I want you to watch my swing. I'm not changing my swing and doing all this funky stuff. My chest is going to move back, it's going to move through, and I'm going to have a nice flow to the swing, just like I do normally.